Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Belfast. Mixed night for you, Danny. Sean McComb went through, proved everyone right with his performance, and Paddy Vaughan's obviously unlucky enough. But before we talk about Sean, can we just hit a wee word on Paddy?
It's mixed emotions, you know. I was up 1 minute with Sean, and then Paddy just showed some balls and just give us everything he's got there, you know. So he's just been beat off the better man, and that happens, you know. But no one can fault his drive and his determination and his bollocks. I mean, that was a small old classic, like everyone knew it was going to be. But you know, Jay caught him with that lovely left hook in the end, and I knew he wasn't getting enough.
We spoke about this off camera. It's like once somebody finds somebody's Achilles heel, they just attack that point. Obviously, the left hook to the body was Paddy's Achilles heel, and everyone just seemed to attack that point, and they know it. That's the game plan coming in. It's not Paddy's fault. It's just he can box in that, but that's just one of his points that they exploit, isn't it?
I just think in boxing, once you go with a body shot, everyone's going to jump on it. Your next opponent, whether he's a journeyman or whatever, is going to jump on it. It is Achilles heel. It is a weak point. You know, everybody knows that. But you know, he's done everything I've asked him to do in the gym, and he gave me everything there. As you can tell, I'm absolutely gutted for him, and you know, probably we're the end of the road for him. But look, he can make that decision. But for me, like, it's a tough pill to swallow, you know.
You said there's probably the end of the road. As a coach, what would you kind of? I know it's still fresh and he's just out the ring, but what sort of advice?
You know, I've got to look at his health. I've got to look at friends. We're mates as well. He's got a wife and 2 kids. For me, I'll advise him to call it a day. To be brutally honest, I couldn't put myself through that, and certainly don't want him to go through that again. I've just seen his wife hugging him and kissing him.
You were quite emotional yourself, which is quite sad to see as a coach, because you do feel it with them in there, don't you?
I'm with them morning, noon and night. It's, you know, it's sad. But it's boxing. I mean, it could have went the other way. You know, you've got to take your hat off to Jay for what he put in. Jay was hurt a couple of times there himself and dug deep and come through it. So there's not really much you can do.
I said to Paddy there, like, even though he's not done it in the pro ranks, he's probably done more in boxing than what anyone, and that's including amateur and pro rank. He's done more in boxing than what anyone could ever dream of. So even though maybe a year from now he could look back and think, I've done what I could have. You know,
he's a 3-time Olympian, 2 bronze medals. I mean, obviously his goal was to win a world title, but Rosales exposed him with the body shot that night. And as you said, and we all know, we're boxing people, that it's, you know, it is Achilles heel, and people will try to expose that, you know. But you know, look what he put in there tonight. I mean, the atmosphere and everything else. But for me, as a coach, I don't want him to box anymore. I really don't.
Well, obviously, I don't know if it's a high point.
I'm doing that from your heart.
Yeah, I know you do. You get emotional right now. But I want to just talk about Sean McComb, and another guy you've got high praise for. You've been singing his praises since day one, since the day he came to the gym with you. Sean McComb proved tonight that he is where he needs to be right now. He's asked for the tough opponent. He got the tough opponent in his night fight. He's came in and he's done what. He got dropped himself, but he showed balls, as we say, and came through, didn't he?
Listen, he's been asking for the step. Dominguez called me, brought it. He was tough, he was very, very fit and strong. Sean ticked all the boxes for me tonight. He showed everything there. Maybe he got involved a few times in the first and second round when the plan was to keep it long and work the sides and move out the side, but look, it's easier said than done. It's boxing. You get in the shower, you get wet, it's a tough one. But he had Dominguez hurt himself, and I was happy when he got dropped. You know, he took a knee. He's talking to me in the corner. You know, he used his brain. He's talking. He said, "Look, I'm all right. I'm just taking a knee." And I said, "You know, up at 8," and off he went again. But he showed everything there tonight. And like he had Dominguez hurt there a couple of times, but I didn't want him to get drawn. And the plan was stick to the boxing. I know the crowd go mental, and you do get involved, but you can still walk onto one. You know. And the fella's got a good record. He fought IBO world title last year against Mamoon. He's a top draw fighter. He's come over. He prepared. He's had 8 weeks to prepare. He's come. And Sean's won handy enough, you know. Is
it one of the ones with Sean now? It's hard to rein him in. Obviously, you want step up. But is it now to say, right, Sean, this is where we're at. Let's take a couple of fights at this level, and then we'll push on. Is that how you see Sean going forward just now, or do you think better opponents coming forward now?
No, he's just showed that he's ready for that level.
Yeah.
But you don't have to push yourself and go too quick. You know, you get there and you're not ready for it. So us as a team, NTK and me as a trainer, we'll be looking on. He deserves a title fight after that. There's a couple of titles, Intercontinentals, loose at the minute. We will match him up for one of them. And then he doesn't have to be stepped up anymore. He's proved now what he can do. Let's get him more experience, let's get him more rounds, and maybe next year he can step up again.
10 rounders, or stay still in the 8 rounders, do you think, going forward?
Well, I don't know what the Intercontinental will be, a 10 rounder, if it's WBO or IBO, IBF, whatever. You know, he'll do a 10 rounder in that, and then, you know, hopefully he picks it up, and next year we'll get him the right fight at the right time. But there's no rush for him. You can see there he's got a great chin. He was experienced and went on Monday. You know, he's gone in. That's clever, you know.
That's what I was going to say. Like, Sean has the skills, but probably the most important thing, or his greatest boxing attribute is his brain. Like, his boxing brain is unreal. Like, he talks boxing the way he talks tactics and stuff like that.
But he showed there that he can fight as well. Now, for me, I didn't want him to fight all the time. I want him to get the shots off and move. But sometimes, you know, it's alright saying that. I mean, if everything went to plan, I'd have 10 world titles. It doesn't work like that. And the crowd behind him, the atmosphere and everything. Like, he beat Dominguez at his own game. He was hitting him, but I could see that fella biting on his gum shield. And when Sean was getting it long again, he took over. But mixed emotions night. Gutted for Paddy, but I'm happy for Sean. So
I'm going to try and lighten the mood right now. Do you want to take your watch? You've been so kind to let me wear for the last 2 fights. I mean, I really appreciate it.
I just won't wear a watch in the corner, you know me.
That's it, I know.
Thanks very much,
Andrew. Well, thank you, Danny, as always.
As
always, I appreciate your time on anything. I love talking boxing with you. You're probably one of my best friends in boxing, so I really appreciate your time.
Appreciate it, thanks very much.
Yeah, let's hug it out. There we go. Right, here's the camera. Love you, man. Thanks, Danny. Thank you.